If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what's the dangers in building rapport in sales and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live from Haleiwa, Oahu on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. All right, so rapport is this thing that's supposed to be the mythical creature in sales that is the end-all, be-all, fix-all, and you're going to close more deals in the process. And I see coaches, I see trainers, I see mentors talk about, you've got to build rapport. And well, okay, fine, that's true, but they never tell you how much, right? They never tell you, dude, chick, you're going way over the top here, okay? So rapport is about similarities. So like if I hold a mirror to you and you hold a mirror to me, like there's a couple things we're going to be similar on. We probably both like Hawaii. We probably both like tacos. We probably both like cats. Okay, cool. But that doesn't mean just because you're likable and liking doesn't mean that you're going to close the deal. It gives you an element. It gives you an advantage. It gives you an edge. And so too much rapport is anti-comfort. So there's a good amount of rapport and then there's not so much, right? Then there's the you are in danger zone, my friend, okay? So time can drag on. You may not be paying attention. You get caught up in the conversation and your potential buyer or client's like, I've got 1 hour. And then you get all chatty Cathy, right? Talking about SpaghettiOs and cats and Hawaii or whatever you talk about. And then you realize you missed out on your presentation. So I want to tell you, I'm not against building rapport. I'm against building way too much rapport. Like there is a point where you're like, you're no longer being friendly. You're in danger zone. So there's 7 on my list, 7 ways that you can get in trouble for building too much rapport. 1, you create a divide between you and your buyer. At some point, they're just like, can you just get to it? Right? I don't want the presentation anymore. The time that you had set aside for the presentation, you talked about cats and SpaghettiOs, my friend. Now I'm out of time. Number 2, you change your presentation and take out elements. When salespeople struggle, they tend to pull out 20 to 30, maybe 40% of their sales presentation. And if you build rapport, typically the higher that number is. So then you're like, oh, I choked and I didn't make the sale because I was talking about me too much. Now, here's the thing. In a sales slump, it's really easy to start talking about me or you talking about you, because like then you're not having to get rejected and then you're not having to have a problem. Now, here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be good at what you do, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, maybe your phone number. I will give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. You get emails from me, and occasionally I try to sell you stuff so I could buy Aloha shirts and make trips out here to Oahu. Number 3, you get thrown off your presentation. You lose where you're at. You forget that like, oh, did I go over this or did I not go over this? I've literally seen salespeople go, did I go over this? And the buyer's like, yeah, just get to the end, right? Sometimes they're just like, just give me the price. Number 4, you lose urgency from the client, right? Like they're more wrapped up in your story about SpaghettiOs and cats. They're more wrapped up in your trips to Hawaii. They're more wrapped up into, I don't know, whatever you talk about, okay? Number 5, you never get to the close, right? So like this, I've seen this happen. Hi, my name's Scott. This has happened to me. Too much rapport. Get to those, hey, Scott, can't you just email me the proposal? Yeah, of course. And then you never see that person again, right? Number 6, super importante that you need to know about is you discount more than what was needed. And normally if you were going to give a 5% discount, you give a 15. If you were going to give a 10, you give a 20. Because now you're buddies. Now you're going to hang out and you're going to go fishing and you're going to go to the beach together. And now you're going to do all sorts of cool stuff. And then number 7 is probably the worst thing that happens in sales to you after building rapport and having too much of a conversation. And it's the buddy close, And the buddy close goes like this. Well, you know, Scott, what would you do? We're friends, we're pals, we're good buddies. What would you do? And then, you know, you're kind of like, well, like in my mind, we are friends, we're pals, we're good buddies. I wouldn't do anything. And then you're like, oh, why did I say that? Well, if you wouldn't do anything, you probably shouldn't have been through the sales process to begin with. But like what it is you don't want to be rejected. No, don't make stuff up. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, right? You got to throw that in there. But what it really comes down to is you, my friend, did not want to be rejected. And because you didn't want to be rejected, you pulled back. Now, here's the problem. They still keep calling salespeople. They still keep talking to people. They still keep getting opinions. And somebody doesn't go in there and build too much rapport. And somebody goes there and close the deal. And they take your freaking lunch money. Right? And you're like, great. I could have sold that deal. Or, I built too much rapport. If you are in the middle of a sales slump, you have to pay attention to how much rapport you're talking about so that you either A, don't give the presentation, or B, don't ever get to the close, so that C, you don't get rejected. So here's the thing. Today is a really nice day out here at the beach. And if you're like, hey, Scott, what does the North Shore look on a day like today? There you go. It looks amazing. So you got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend.